Go for it.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Joe Code. This is the Joe Code podcast with your host, Joe Marrese. Got one of my new cardigan waffle sweaters on. Cardigans are back with a vengeance. We are doing cardigans again. Says me. I make the fashion choices for the world. I'm the fashion man. That's what I am. Joe Eats. Joe Fashions. Joe's the man. That's what it is. Aaron, great to be back here. I haven't seen you it's been a couple weeks. Today is Friday, January 5th. I think the last time I was here was December 19th. Wow. So happy holidays, happy New Year.
Yeah.
What'd you get for Christmas? A frickin' softball bat? Some new cleats?
No, softball bats are too expensive for someone to buy for you.
Did you, you already won like 2 championships. Was there a Christmas tournament that you won another championship? Or?
No. I'm enjoying a break, about 3-week break, which is nice.
3-week break. That's it.
Yeah.
That is wild.
That's all I need.
Do you ice anything? Anything need icing?
No.
Any heat?
No, I'm all right.
Icy hot?
No.
Maybe cold at first and then it gets hot.
No, I'm okay.
Icy hot.
No.
All right. Well, I hope you're rested and ready.
Yeah.
For the new season. Oh yeah, I wanted to comment on. I was rewatching again the episode where JT was just on the Christmas episode, and I was listening to him do my voice, and it's not good.
No, I don't think it was great.
That's not a good impression. He sounds like Animal from the Muppets. He's just like, "Hey, I'm Joe. Hey, hey, Aaron, what's going on?" Yeah, it's not a good impression, and I'm glad he wasn't on the episode where everybody did the impression of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's... I guess impressions are funny if they're embellished a little bit, but his he didn't really have... That was a little too much. That was overboard. That was cartoonish. A little cartoonish, JT. So, and what's with him and Chad? Did they get a new studio now? I was watching the other day.
No, they record at the editor Jake's house sometimes.
Oh, okay. I was like, look at these fancy couches, and you know what? I don't like the couch look on podcasts when people have that. I like being upright at the table. You don't need to be that comfortable. You're not in therapy.
Sure.
Right?
I don't mind it.
Well, I do.
I thought it worked good at JT's place.
Yeah, those were... Well, because those were half chairs, and then those were kind of like... That was more of like an upright sofa. You weren't like all relaxed and comfortable. I don't want anybody to be that comfortable. You got to be on the ball here.
Yeah, it wasn't cushiony or anything.
Like I got a swivel chair. You know, somebody walks through that door, I'm ready. You know, yeah, it doesn't need to be a therapy set. Speaking of therapy, I had I do the therapy, and I this is kind of wild, but I've done therapy now on and off for, let's see, like 21 years. That's probably too much.
No.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
It depends on how you define. Do you expect to be fixed or to just release the pressure every now and again?
Yeah, I expect to be fixed.
Okay, then that's a long time.
I expect a new brain. If I only had a brain. Who said that? The lion?
No, that's the scarecrow.
Oh, the scarecrow. What a dumbass. Doesn't even have a brain.
That's kind of the point. Yeah.
Huh?
He is a dumbass. That's why he's seeking a brain.
Yeah, he doesn't have any freaking brains. But I had my therapist. So we do Zoom, and she canceled because she's sick. I don't think that's allowed over Zoom. I think Zoom is... I mean, you're just taught. It's not in person. I think Zoom is a must-do. I don't think there's any getting out of Zoom.
It's got to be a stomach bug, and she can't sit for a long time.
Yeah, unless you're like really like bedridden. Yeah, can't sit up. Yeah, like really bad flu. I remember. I haven't had the flu in like 10 years, but yeah, I mean, when it's bad, like your head is pounding and you can't even like sit up. So it better be that. Otherwise, you should be able to talk on the phone. Canceling my appointments. But that's right. Christmas was great back home. I got to talk about that. Had a lot of, I mean, we're talking food. You guys know me. This is my podcast about food, beer, and men. We're talking about some great food here. Starting with Christmas Eve, my cousin Jim, we had some pappardelle pasta with a... I've never had this with bolognese, but here's the thing with the bolognese. It was short rib bolognese. Oh. Never had that. It's a beautiful touch. He did it perfect. It was great. Loved it. Nice to see that. And short rib has been talked about a lot on this podcast lately. Remember, I went really heavy on the short rib that one night out. I had short rib nachos, followed that up with short rib grilled cheese, had short rib bolognese sauce on my pasta on Christmas Eve. It's been a short rib kind of month, short rib kind of season, and why not? Let's get short rib involved. Let's make it one of the new proteins. I don't have any problem with that. And then I did a brand new episode of Joe Eats on my Instagram with the classic Marrese family crab dip. It's a glorious crab meat dip that I think the first person to make it, I want to say, was our Aunt Marilyn. I think she was the originator of this glorious crab dip, which is a perfect appetizer while you're having your little drinks, waiting for dinner. And what it is you get a nice big serving platter. It's very simple. You load that up with Philadelphia cream cheese. It's got to be Philadelphia. Yep. All right. The Sixers, the Eagles, the Flyers, the Phillies, they all use this cream cheese. So don't go cheap here. Go with the Philadelphia cream cheese. And then on top of that, you pour cocktail sauce. Just spread that all over the cream cheese. And then you just dump out, just some wonderful crab meat dip, whatever your choice is there. I believe we used a brand called Marrese. That was very good. And then you just spread that on top, make it look nice. So it's just the cream cheese, the cocktail sauce, the crab meat. And for your dipping chip, it has to be, and it's really the perfect chip for this, is the Fritos Scoops. Okay? The Fritos Scoop could be the most underrated chip there is. These Fritos Scoops do exactly that. Okay? It's not like those frickin' Tostitos scoops, which those tortilla chips are kind of like a little mini bowl, kind of like a hexagon shape.
Almost like a star.
Yeah, they're kind of weird. The Doritos scoop is just like basically looks like a ladle or something. It does the job. It scoops. You don't miss anything with those chips. They don't break. You could fill up the entire scoop, and just the corn, the cream cheese, the cocktail sauce, the crab meat. It's a beautiful marriage. They're raising a beautiful family together. It's a wonderful life that they are leading. It's a match made in heaven, you could say. The crab meat dip for your next party, I highly recommend. For that and more recipes, email me.
You know, the last time I had crab dip was a Trader Joe's on accident.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet it didn't go well because you're not a fish guy, right?
No, I'm allergic.
Allergic.
And so...
Well, how was that accident?
I had just become allergic, and we were at Trader Joe's, and my wife just handed me a
sample,
and I just didn't think about to even ask what it was. That's kind of the transition you have to make in your life, is always ask what you're eating and what's in it.
Yeah.
And I took a big bite of it, and I was just like, oh yeah, that could be crab. And luckily I was totally fine, but like it defined the rest of the trip for sure.
Felt it in your stomach?
No, it would be hives and numbness and, possible anaphylaxis. So those are things to watch out for.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that.
And almost immediately as I swallowed this stuff, we ran into people we knew. It was like, oh.
And you could barely talk.
No, I was fine. It ended up being fine. I don't know how. Maybe it was fake crab or something, but like.
Oh yeah, there is imitation crab meat.
Yeah,
they do that.
So.
Which is what? Who's doing the impression?
It's other fish. And then,
well, why can't they be their own fish? Why can't they say what it is? Why do they have to imitate crab?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's with these? Just be yourself, fish. They don't need to impersonate crab. I never understood that.
I think possibly actual crab is more expensive.
Oh yeah, it could be that.
So.
And then, so that day also had on Christmas Day there, we had, my dad cooked a beautiful prime rib roast. Came out perfect, medium rare. Oh, just delicious. That was wonderful. And then, we did some pasta, some cavatelli.
What's cavatelli?
It's like, I think he called it 3-finger cavatelli. There's different different number of fingers with it. It's just like a thin, kind of like a. It's not a tube. It's more of a. It's kind of like it's like a really. Yeah, I guess it really just looks like a finger. But a very, like a skeleton's finger, like a very...
okay, like a very thin finger, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But not a tube.
Nah, tube is more your mostaccioli, your penne.
Yeah.
And then, what I like too is we don't do any other meats. Like my dad, like we're talking about, oh, should we do meatballs, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, let this roast be the centerpiece. This is the meal. Let's make our meat this. We don't need other meats. It's a big roast. It's like 14 pound. Comes out huge. It was delicious. I do have a This Sucks, though, involving Christmas. And here is This Sucks for this week. And this sucks is most of my gifts arrived the day after Christmas. Thanks a lot, Bezos. Yeah, freaking Amazon, man. My gifts were... Okay, yeah, maybe I should have ordered earlier, but it was hard. I'm freaking racking my brain over here deciding what to get these kids. Got 2 nieces, 2 nephews. I don't know what the freaking heck they want. But they were promised by the 23rd, December 23rd. I got one and a half of the gifts. So, luckily, the one that came was for the oldest, because the other ones are too young to know the difference. But that was really annoying. Amazon, don't promise it, and then don't come, and then they send an email saying, or not saying, but they gave me back the shipping. Oh, thanks, Aaron. Yeah, it's good to be in the middle. Yeah, so I got like $10 credit. I want a full refund.
Yeah.
For the late. I mean, thanks for the $10 that I already applied to my next thing, but whatever. I get it. It's Christmas, and they're probably backed up with things, but it was annoying. Felt like like somewhat of a jackass, but not. I don't know. I did my best.
If it said it was going to be there on time, it's not on you.
Yeah, it's what it said. I would have paid for rush delivery if it called for it. But they said it was going to be on time, and then it wasn't. So, whatever. Everyone should get off my back.
The best thing Amazon does for Christmas is they wrap for you if you pay $4.
Oh, really? It'll come wrapped?
Yeah, it usually comes in a bag, but they also wrap some
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's like lifesaver for me.
Yeah, wrapping presents is a bit of an art. I'm really good at doing the bag and then putting the paper on top. Not really, the wrapping with the bows and the ribbons. That's a skill there. And then, so I got a few nice gifts. Got myself these sweaters. Got a couple. What I get? Some bear. Well, my brother and my sister-in-law got me a freaking Bears jacket that looked nice. It was like this puffer jacket. I look at the tag. I'm like, oh, it's a large. Perfect. Yeah, this will be good. And I'm looking at it. It looks kind of like short. I'm like, no, it's a large though. I put it on. It's like barely goes down to my waist. I'm like, this is a freaking youth large. Where'd you guys get this, man? Freaking Kids R Us? I'm a man, R Us. Okay? What do you guys do it? I mean, are you looking at the length here? I mean, they must have got it online.
Yeah, if you get it online, that size could be 2 sizes off.
It was clearly for like a 7th grader. But I think my dad's gonna wear it because it basically fits him, and he's pretty skinny these days. And yeah, I don't know. I had a bit of a fiasco with and then my sister got me a Target gift card that disappeared. Oh. I don't know where it is. Because she gave it to me when we were out at dinner. And then, I don't know. I think I might have left it on the table. I might have been too wrapped up in the Philly cheesesteak egg rolls that we were eating.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these were phenomenal. Potato skins. Yeah, just getting all the good appetizers there at a wonderful restaurant called Jameson's. Char House in, I believe it was Arlington Heights, Illinois. That's Illinois, people.
I would check your coat pockets for that.
Yeah, I did. It wasn't there.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, so lost out on that. Yeah, lost out on a couple gifts. What could have been the Bears jacket, that $50. But my dad got me a nice couple shirts, sweater, button down, nice Cubs shirt. Getting ready for the new season. So yeah, that'll be good. Oh yeah, and then I'll tell you what, you guys know me, a big beer guy here. So my friends back home, all right, I become a bit of a beer snob. Fine. I like my beer. I like good beer. My friends back home are still like Miller Lite, Coors Light, Bud Light, and they'll make fun of me for drinking like IPAs and like seasonal beers, and like I was drinking a Christmassy beer called Fistmas by Revolution Brewing over there in Chicago. And did
you have any Crispy Boys?
I did. Yes, I did have some Crispy Boys as well. Yeah, those were nice. I bought a few of those at the liquor store. So I had some nice Crispy Boys, had some Fistmas, and these guys are making fun of me for like drinking like good beer. Like that's not me being a pussy. You guys drink freaking Miller Lite, which is like 4.2% alcohol, and then I mean I'm freaking drinking Belgian beers. Okay. We're talking almost like 9%. Okay, I'm a man.
Yeah.
All right, you're drinking freaking Miller Lite. What are we, tailgating?
Yeah.
Okay, Miller Lite's the official beer of the Chicago Bears. Okay, it's a freaking football beer. All right, I'm almost 40. I'm chilling, relaxing, having a nice high alcohol content beer or IPA, which is also high in content. I'm drinking my Lagunitas Little Sumpin', almost 8%. Stick to your 4% beers. You guys could kiss 4% of my ass, which is maybe just one ass hair. But yeah, get off my back. Let me enjoy my beer. That's the only thing I drink. I don't drink your champagnes. None of that. I did Christmas, or no, not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve at the Comedy Store. You know, they do the the champagne toast at midnight. Yeah, sometimes I'll have champagne. I didn't even have champagne. I just had beer. I'm just like, I don't know, all other liquors, I'm just out. I'm out on them. Yeah. Wine I might do again.
I don't like champagne, and I had some very fancy champagne New Year's, and it still was not any better than bad champagne.
Yeah, it's almost like, I mean, with the carbonation, it's weird. It's like a flat soda, kind of. I don't know. It's weird. You know what champagne? If you have a mimosa, it's good. Mm. With the orange juice, those can be tasty. Those will have you on the floor at brunch. Got to be careful with those. They're usually bottomless. Yeah. If you go to a place, the mimosas will be bottomless.
I've seen it.
They're only wearing a shirt.
My wife and I famously had brunch with my friends when we first started dating, and I had to tackle her before she did something stupid at her own home.
I mean, the bottomless mimosas, they better pull their pants up. I mean, people are getting out of control.
Yeah.
You had to almost tackle your wife at your home?
Yeah. She wasn't my wife then, obviously, but...
I mean, those will knock you on your ass if you're not careful. That's the thing with those drinks that taste good. You're like, oh, this is really going down, and then you're like, it ain't water where you can just drink liters of it. You're like, oh yeah, this is refreshing and tasty. You could really only do that with water. Every other kind of drink you have to really keep an eye on there.
Well, my wife also always she is always trying to order something different at a restaurant, and this is a brunch.
I like that. I'm on board with that.
Yeah, but then if you don't like it, you don't end up eating all of it. And then you're drinking, and you don't have as much food in you as you thought.
Yeah, you need that food in you.
You're drunker than you think you're going to be. So that's what happened there.
Yeah, I'm big with the... Yeah, I mean, then get something in place of that. Yeah, I do that somewhat with food, more so with beer. I'm a big try something different. I like to try all the different beers, which will give me flack from guys like Cooper Lyden, who's been a guest on this podcast. I don't need this Gen Z stuff. It's like, hey, we millennials, we like variety. Okay, we're not young and ignorant like you 23-year-olds that are just drinking the same beer. I'm not going up to the bar, just ordering a Miller Lite, hoping they have it. I want to see the beer list. Let me see what you have. Let me see what's on draft. There better be a draft option. Okay, unless you're a fancy fine dining restaurant, I want beer on draft. Okay. Even then, have something on tap. Okay. One of my best friends, Jimmy Banos, who owns the Purple Pig in Chicago, great restaurant, one of the best in the city. He's got a couple beers on draft because he knows what's up. He even has 805, which is a fantastic West Coast blonde ale made out here in San Diego from the wonderful people at Firestone Brewery. He's got that on draft. That's not even a beer that anybody else has there in Chicago. You don't get that there.
805 being the freeway in San Diego.
Yeah, I believe it's named after the freeway there.
Yeah, that's what I grew up next to.
Yeah, it's also good beer. Okay. Oh, yeah, so I was saying New Year's Eve, yeah, we did it at the Comedy Store. It was nice. We had a bunch of all of our shows. We had 6 shows that night. We had 2 shows in every room. Did the toast at midnight. And midnight sometimes comes with a kiss. Joe, did you kiss anybody at New Year's? Yeah, I did.
Woo. Nice.
You think I'm going to talk about it? No, I'm not.
Probably not, yeah.
Which is going to take me to my Joe code for this week, and that is don't kiss and tell, okay? People don't have to know what you do, okay? You don't have to go on podcasts and tell your friends like, oh, guess who I was with last night, and guess who I was smooching. You know, you don't have to do that. All right, we're not in frickin' high school, okay? I'm a grown man. I do my stuff. But if I could shout someone out, it's kind of a funny story. Bruce Gray, we know him, right?
That's who you kissed?
No. Great comedian.
You can make worse choices. I'm just saying.
No, Bruce isn't my type. He's a little too big for me. But Bruce is his girlfriend, who's also a great comic, Kelly Ryan. Her friend, we were all talking together. It's her friend who lives out of town. You know, she was just visiting. and it was a little after midnight. It wasn't right at midnight, but Kelly kind of set it up where she's like, "Hey, Joe, so-and-so didn't really get a kiss at midnight. You know, she was really hoping for a kiss. You think you can accommodate?" And basically is kind of how she put it. I mean, she put it in a more eloquent way, a little smoother, very, classic wingman, wingwoman, if you will. It was very smooth on Kelly's part. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. And she was like, and this woman wanted to do it as well. I'm like, yeah, sure. It's New Year's. Let's do it. I'm willing to honor the traditions of New Year's. So I will kiss.
But at that point, how do you instigate it with the girl?
I was just like, yeah, do you want to? And she's like, yes.
Oh,
she was very enthusiastic about it.
That's great.
Which is, which you love to see. So that was
anything other than that would be a no. So,
yeah, I mean, well, Kelly kind of, I mean, I don't think she would have proposed it if like she wasn't already into it, because I think maybe they were talking about me. I mean, that's the thing. I walk around the comedy store, people are like, people are into me. Like, oh, look at that. Who's that guy? Who's that guy with the C on his shirt? He looks like he means business. I do. I do mean fricking business. All right. Aaron, we got a couple brackets to get into for the new year.
Okay.
Let me see where we're at here. All right, we've got probably a little over a half hour of time, and then we also have some emails. Not a whole lot of emails, so maybe I'll just do those after I'll do... here, let me do this. This is great. Now, this is wild stuff. All right. So this also... I think this happened the first day I was in Chicago over the holidays. So this is great. Is my brother Lou and a bunch of other guys... flipping a car back over onto its wheels. Okay? This is a pretty wild story. So my brother is driving with his son. They see an accident or hear the accident, but my brother was a little bit behind it. And I don't know if he saw it happen, but there was a car that flipped over. And I guess then my brother saw that, and he runs over to it, and he yells for the guy. They don't know if he's okay or not. I don't know if they could hear him initially. But then he like rallies the other people from the other, because everyone was stopped now at this point. And my brother like rallies a bunch of guys to come on over and help him turn this guy's car over. So he said he got like 8 to 10 guys to all help. This car was turned over all the way on its back. They flipped it back up onto its wheels. So I think that's great. I don't know if you're... My sister was like, hey, I think that you're supposed to let the fire department do that. But pretty wild stuff.
I don't know about that. I mean, if it's not on fire.
Yeah, it didn't seem like there were any signs of danger with that. Yeah, I don't believe there's any kind of fire. So yeah, pretty cool. It's good to see. It's cool that people react that way in those moments. Yeah, the guy was like completely unscathed, so that's great. Great job there, Lou. Way to go.
I think you have to register a car as salvage if it ever goes up over itself.
Oh, is that right?
I think so.
And what does that mean exactly?
It just has to go on the car report.
Oh, okay. All right, great stuff there. Now let's get to we got just a few emails here. Email me, guys, here at the Joe Code Podcast. We talk all things food, beer, and men, and pretty much anything else you'd like to talk about. The email here is joecodepodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget, you could book me on Cameo. I am on Cameo. I love to do videos for people for any occasion. And also, you could join the Patreon for $2 a month at patreon.com/Joe Code Podcast. Appreciate all your support. Thank you for that. All right, let's get to some emails, and let's see. We may have left off. Oh, yeah, I think this is the one to start with. Yeah, this looks right. All right. Yeah, Sky God. I looked at your ice rink. I believe that was the last one. All right, so this one comes to us from Connor. I don't know why I said it like that. This one comes to us from Connor. All right. Chicago Dog. Okay. Hey, Joe, long-time listener, infrequent emailer. Just wanted to let you know about the Chicago-style dog I had tonight. Poppy seed bun, onion slices, whole peppers, and tomato slices. It was quite electric. It was quiet electric, he said, but it's quite is the correct grammar. It was quite electric and truly surprised me with the quality. Yeah, it's damn good. Just wanted to ask you if adding chili and cheese to a Chicago dog would be frowned upon. I feel like it would be too much for the dog to bear, but I am a big fan of chili on a dog. Any input from a true Chicagoan would be appreciated. Peace and love, Connor. I mean, not chili and cheese on top of that. A chili cheese dog by itself is great. I mean, if you're talking about putting chili and cheese on top of the mustard and the onion and the sport peppers and the tomato, no. I mean, come on.
It's too much.
No way. And also, I don't know about the, you mentioned onion slices. I want chopped onion. It should be chopped. I want it chopped up. And then the whole peppers, they're probably little, like, sport peppers. And then it should be one slice of tomato, maybe two. But definitely mustard should be on there also. I don't know if you forgot to mention that. But, yeah, no, a chili cheese dog, if we're talking standing alone, is great. Even some chopped onion on that, too. And maybe a little mustard on top of that. But I wouldn't go... You wouldn't want the tomato... I mean, you know what? You come close. But I would not do the tomato slices. You know what? You might be able to do it, actually. All right, now I'm thinking if you build the dog, let's say you got a jumbo dog. You got the bun. Well, no, you need more room in the bun. You need a regular hot dog. If you throw on the chili first, and then if you do cheese, you could technically then drizzle the chopped onion on top of that, squirt some mustard on like the top part of the bun, and you might be able to throw the tomato slice on there. All right, now I'm intrigued to try that. At first, I'm like, no, this can't be done. But then I'm like, but then I got now that we get down to brass tacks, it can be done. And I actually have never heard of that. I don't know if it's been attempted, Connor, but we're talking the ultimate Chicago dog. That could be a new invention. Aaron, what do you think? Would you try that?
I feel like it's going to be a mess.
I don't know. I mean,
I think stuff's going to fall
get a
off.
napkin.
I feel like you need like a spoon.
Yeah, that could be a fork spoon situation. But it would be worth trying. All right, here we go. We got one from Alex. Garage/man cave ratings. I'll definitely take a 9 out of 10 rating on my man cave from the esteemed Hogfather himself. Good eye as well. I do have a signed Ken Dorsey Miami jersey displayed on the wall. He's a local legend around here and actually went to my high school in Orinda, California. I think it's Orinda or Orinda.
Orinda, yeah.
Oh, it is Orinda. Where's that?
I'm not sure.
All right.
But I've heard of it.
If you and the boys have a show in the Bay... Okay, it must be by the Bay Area. If you and the boys have a show in the Bay Area and ever want to drink some brews, you've got an open invite to the Man Cave. Well, thank you. On the last episode, you were discussing French dips, and FYI, they were actually invented in L.A. Yeah, I think I heard that.
Yeah.
I've been to the restaurant Philippe's, which is the birthplace of the French dip, and it's worth a trip. Yeah, actually, yeah. I don't know why, but I have not been to Philippe's. I know that's the place to do it. It's like... Oh, he gave me the Wikipedia link. Wow, it's been around since 1908? Mm-hmm. You freaking kidding me, man?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, good for them. Yeah, I got to get down to Philippe's. Have you had it, Aaron?
No. There's another place downtown that also...
I mean, it's downtown.
Has some claim to it, but we were denied.
You know what I've had? Are you talking about the bar, Kohl's?
Kohl's, yeah.
Yes, I've had Kohl's.
I tried to go to Kohl's. We had my daughter with us, and they said 21 only. And I was like, I'm just getting a fucking French dip.
Well...
He's like, this is a bar. And I was like, well, that's your problem.
Yeah, Yeah, at certain hours.
It was like 5 o'clock.
Well. But yeah, Kohl's. Yeah, I remember Kohl's being pretty solid. I don't know. It was so long ago, I don't remember it, but I'm sure it was great, actually, because, it was packed in there and stuff. But, yeah, thank you, Alex. All right, and then we have a few more. Ross sent in a men bracket. Also, Ross, thank you for Venmo. Ross Venmoed me a little birthday money. Shout out, Ross. You're the man. Tuggles Timber representing here on the official Joe Code notebook. All right. Men bracket 2.0. Hey, Joe and Aaron, I was just able to get a new phone after breaking my phone in range while listening and finding out the woodworking lost in the manly bracket far too early a few months back. I'm getting caught up on pods, and I am at 125. I apologize. It's all right. You don't have to apologize. I thought I could help with a men bracket if you're in need of one, since the previous men bracket was just a best actors bracket for the most part. The following men haven't made the tourney due to being manly, as this is not a manly bracket. It's strictly a men bracket. Try to view this as 4 mini brackets with the winner advancing to face the winner of the next bracket. I'm hoping to get caught up on pods in the next few weeks. So if you get to this before I'm caught up, I likely won't get to update it for y'all. Ross. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, so he has 16 names, and then he's got it in 4 groups like it's the fricking World Cup. Okay, so with the men here, Group A is actors. He's got number 1, Matt Damon, who was the champion of the previous bracket, taking on number 4, Jim Carrey. And he's got number 2, Morgan Freeman, taking on number 3, Tom Hanks. And then we have 4 athletes. Number 1, Bo Jackson will face number 4, Michael Phelps. And then number 2, Kobe Bryant against number 3, Barry Sanders. And then we move to Group B, which are public figures. Number 1, Teddy Roosevelt will face number 4, Mr. Rogers. And then we have number 2, Abe Lincoln against number 3, Steve Jobs. All right, and then we have a miscellaneous group here, which I guess these are just manly things. Number 1, ramen. Interesting. Against number 4, Grumpy Old Men, the movie from 1993. And then number 2, Regimen against number 3, Mailmen. All right, very interesting there, Ross.
They just have the word men in them, is the common denominator in the miscellaneous.
Oh, good catch.
Yeah.
Nice work, Ross. Yeah, I didn't pick up on that. Yeah, all right, Ross. I'll tackle that bracket for you. Let's read a few more emails. All right. Hey, Joe. This is from our good buddy Michael. Hey, Joe. White cheddar popcorn is elite. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
I love white. I actually have some in my cupboard at home. I love white cheddar popcorn. Michael, good call. Thanks for shouting out white cheddar popcorn.
I mean, I'm down with all cheddars of popcorn, but white cheddar is recent, great addition to the.
Yeah, because it's not like too powerful.
Yeah,
it's just enough flavor. All right, here's another one from. Actually, 2 more short ones here from Michael again. Hey, Joe, the question a couple pods ago regarding scrambled eggs all over a boy's face and what is he to do in that situation was a reference to the Frasier theme song, by the way. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, I didn't catch that when I was reading it. And then Michael follows up with another email saying, Ross stinks. So take that, Ross. Let's start a freaking email battle with you guys. Okay, there was actually another bracket that I wanted to do I didn't want to do that one. I wanted to do this first round of this other bracket real quick, and okay. This is the manliest brands bracket that came to us from Matthew on this came in on November 23rd. So this is the one that came in first. So Ross, you're going to have to wait.
Okay, I've got it.
I want to go fair and square. So this is manliest brands bracket from Matthew. Joe and Aaron, what is the manliest brand? You are the only 2 men who are qualified to discover the answer. Thank you. Happy holidays and best regards. All right, we have 2 sides here. We have the Paul Bunyan Conference. And we have the Yosemite Sam Conference. Okay, Aaron, would you like to do the honors?
Sure. For the first matchup in the Paul Bunyan Conference, we have number 1, Bass Pro Shops versus number 8, Old Spice.
Okay, people. These are the manliest brands. Bass Pro Shops. Now they have...
I assume that also includes Cabela's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they have massive stores. They, the brand is a fish. Old Spice. They do manly soaps, manly deodorants. Bass Pro number 1 seed against the number 8. Old Spice, do they have the upset in them? I don't think so. I think Bass Pro Shops just packs on too much. We're talking all things fishing. We're talking lures. Okay, we're talking, big poles.
You can fish in the store.
Big rods. Oh, you could fish in the store?
Yeah.
That's badass.
They usually have a giant tank, yeah.
Fishing itself, one of the manliest activities. I believe was almost like runner-up in the manliest things tournament. Just outdoorsy stuff. Bass Pro Shop. It's just, that's not anything that a cleaning or a hygiene company can really isn't really a match for them.
In the past I would have gone Old Spice, but they've let me down. They changed some of their formulas and their scents.
I used to wear Old Spice quite a bit when I was younger. I used to wear the Pure Sport deodorant. You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
So just for that, I'll give them a game. But Bass Pro Shops, too powerful here. Advancing 4-1 in a gentleman's sweep.
All right.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds good. Next matchup, we have number 4, John Deere versus number 5, Carhartt.
Okay, a fun little matchup here. A few things. Carhartt never did get one of their jackets, was always interested in them. I know they're very warm. They're popular amongst construction workers when it's cold out. They're very thick jackets, very durable as well. Carhartt, that's a cool name. John Deere, love John Deere. John Deere green is its own color. It's actually also a really cool song, really great song by Joe Diffie, who I believe just passed away. Old country singer, has a fun song called John Deere Green. And then, the John Deere Classic is a golf tournament, which happens in Illinois.
You got the Ride-On Mower.
Yeah, the Ride-On Mower. I just think it's a cool... they got a cool label, cool logo, and it's a fun name. The tractors, the mowers. It's a close matchup. I do respect the construction guys and all that wearing the Carhartts. Man, this is tough. But John Deere green advancing in the 7 game, and it's going to go all 7, 4-3.
I'm cool with that. I would have even gone 4-2.
Okay.
I just don't know. I personally don't know Carhartt that well. I feel like it's kind of expensive.
Yeah, I believe so.
I feel like something manly's got to be a little more affordable. Otherwise, it becomes elite in a weird way.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, next matchup. We have number 3, DeWalt versus number 6, Stetson.
Yeah, I've heard of Stetson. It's a cowboy hats brand. DeWalt.
It's also cologne, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's also cologne, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I had Stetson. It's a fun little cologne back when I was a teenager and I was into cologne. DeWalt, great tools. I know they're tools. Tools are cool. Tools are manly. I mean, we're talking power drills.
Yep. I used my DeWalt drill yesterday.
Yeah, it's a cool name. I just Stetson. I'm not a cowboy hat guy. You know, so I don't want to be like a poser here and be like, oh yeah, cowboy hats.
Yeah.
I mean, and cowboy hats aren't that manly. I mean, that's a thing that crosses all sexes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I mean, DeWalt with tools. I mean, cowboy hats are fun. I did live in Texas for a bit. We'll give a couple points there. DeWalt 4-2.
Sure. We got to kind of speed this along. We got 10 minutes.
All right, and we have not had an upset yet.
No, not yet. It could be here. Let's see. Number 2, Jack Daniels versus number 7, Ford.
Nah, it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
I don't think. I don't know. Ford, I mean, they got good stuff. Jack Daniels goes down. I mean, you got to have some cojones to take a shot of that. It's going to hurt going down. Henry Ford, actually an anti-Semite, I learned from Mark Maron. He has a whole joke where he intertwines that. I'll let you go watch him. I'm not going to do his bit. But Ford, yeah, I mean, we're talking the F-150. We got some Ford Ranger. Whew, actually, nah, but Jack Daniels is just like, if I'm thinking whiskey, to me, that's like the king of like only my dude friends drink Jack. But Ford, yeah, I mean, Ford Ranger, F-250. Some power there.
The Mustang.
But Mustang. Ford gives them a run for their money, but I'm going to say Jack Daniels 4-3.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll just do the other bracket, and then that should be it.
Yosemite Sam Conference, number 1 seed, Caterpillar, the construction equipment.
Oh, yeah, the mining equipment, sure.
Yeah, forklifts and whatnot. Versus number 8, Coors Light.
Okay, no. Coors Light, what did my friends back home write this? Okay, Coors Light, no, it's not. Okay, again, it's a football beer. Okay, everyone's drinking it. I mean, we're just talking the brand here. I mean, Caterpillar, yeah. I mean, we're talking building skyscrapers here. Okay, we're talking high rises. We're talking dangerous stuff here.
Digging holes,
lifting dirt.
bulldozing.
I mean, we're talking... Yeah, Caterpillar's going to be tough to beat. I mean, they're like a frickin' super team here.
Yeah.
So we're going to say Caterpillar. I mean, I almost want to sweep it.
Sweep it. It's a 1 versus an 8.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and then we got number 4, Wrangler, the jeans, versus number 5, Leatherman.
Pocket knives. Okay, now pocket knives.
They aren't necessarily pocket knives. They are multi-tool. They're usually a set of pliers, and in the handles, there's you got your screwdrivers of all sizes. You got your knives. You got bottle opener.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I feel like I've seen Leatherman more, and I like that man is in the name.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really. And then Wrangler, I really just think of the jeans. I mean.
Yeah, and then Brett Favre.
Yeah.
But if you see someone walking around with a Leatherman in a holster on their belt, that's a man.
All right, yeah, this will be our first upset.
Yeah.
Of the tournament. Yeah, I like Leatherman pretty heavy here. I mean, they're packing a punch. I'll say 4-1 gentleman sweep for the Leatherman.
Wow, yeah. Then we've got number 3, Milwaukee. Another power tool brand.
Yeah.
Versus number 6, Jack Link's Jerky.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, we're having all these tools are going to be squaring off.
Yeah, I don't know if we need 2 tools, but Milwaukee is a cool looking brand.
Yeah, it's a cool looking brand. They also make like chargers or like, what do you call them? Like battery packs or whatnot, generators, and yeah, I kind of would like to see all these like in Milwaukee. It's a city, it's a cool brand. I mean, Jack Link's, it's great jerky, but there's other good jerkies
out there. Yeah, I was gonna say Slim Jim is huge,
but it is damn tasty. But I like Milwaukee. 4-2.
4-2. Okay. Then here's a big one, I think.
All right, yeah. This
number 2, Harley Davidson versus number 7, Chevy.
All right, last matchup here. Chevy, Harley Davidson. Now, Harley Davidson motorcycles, I'd say mostly manly.
Yeah.
I mean, women that ride bikes, are they driving Harleys?
I think so.
I think, yeah. I mean, you go to that Sturgis festival.
But I think even they ride Harley because it's manly, I think. Like, because it's tough, it's rugged.
Yeah, and the name is it's Harley. I'm Harley.
Yeah.
I mean, Chevy, because like Chevy, you got the Malibu and
yeah,
Chevy Cruze.
Yeah, they had the Corvette, obviously.
Got the Corvette.
They got the Silverado. They have they had the Avalanche. That was a cool pickup truck.
Chevy Blazer back in the day.
Great. Yeah, the new Blazer is really cool looking. But Harley, I think, is.
Yeah, I think Harley Chevy just has too many like weak things bringing them down.
Yeah, when you hear a Harley going by, you
hear it revving.
You're vibrating, and you're thinking manly thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Chevy, powerful name. They've got some good pieces to their team there, but Harley Davidson just has the full arsenal here. I think they win at 4-2.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Chevy gets a couple games.
Yeah, and then these next rounds should be fun. These will be good. Matthew, if you're out there listening to this, please update the bracket. If not, I could go ahead and do it. I'm capable of it. All right, fun stuff there on the Manliest Brands bracket. And that is going to do it for today. Everyone, don't forget, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have not, please hit that subscribe button. That is free also, by the way. And don't forget the Door Guy show every Friday night at the Comedy Store. It's my show. I perform on a lot of those. So, yeah, come by. You're ever in Los Angeles, the Door Guy show every Friday in the Belly Room at the world-famous Comedy Store. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. This is Joe Code. I'm Joe Marrese.